Hello, welcome to the Made You Smile podcast. My name's Melinda.
And I'm Carrie, and we're here to bring you fun, laughter, and maybe even a few aha moments.
So, ready, set, smile. Oh, wait, I didn't smile.
I have a question.
Yeah. Ask it. I have an answer.
What happened to corsages?
Are we not doing them?
We're not like we used to.
Okay, we're not talking about mums. We're talking about corsages.
We used to do Easter corsages.
We
used to
Easter,
do.
or did we do Mother's Day?
We did Easter and Mother's Day. My father would get us corsages for Easter Sunday and for Mother's Day.
Wow. I don't know.
What happened to
Does
corsages?
maybe it just looks a little odd next to your jeans. Because I
would wear a corsage with my jeans.
I would say,
how cute.
I would say that we and I don't know this, but I mean we've maybe dressed down Easter a little bit.
We do. We have dressed down Easter. It used to be.
That is when you got your new patent shoes.
Yeah.
When you were little. When I was little,
Yes.
you got your new white patent shoes.
Yeah.
With whatever, and you might wear tights with your Easter dress.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe it was just. Am I remembering it wrong? Did we wear corsages for Easter?
Look it up. Do your Googles. Ask your Googles.
Well, I was gonna see if I could call my mom, but I'm recording on my phone, and I bet I could find her on Facebook. Okay, let me ask the Googs here. Hey Google. Oh shit! No, don't. An app is using the mic, so Gemini can't start. That's what my phone just said. Did we used to wear corsages for Easter Sunday?
This is sad that I can't remember this.
Yes. Wearing corsages for Easter Sunday was a very popular tradition, particularly from the 1940s through the 1960s. It was customary for women and girls to wear pinned or wrist-mounted flowers, often orchids or carnations, to church services.
But see, it went through the 60s.
I just remember a lot more corsages back in the 70s and 80s.
Maybe in the Dallas area we didn't do it
You're
as much.
too fashionable.
We were too fashion forward.
Yeah.
I don't know. Actually, I just can't remember. Why am I remembering like blue and pink carnations? Was that a thing? Maybe that's for Mother's Day. Wow. This is so sad. But I don't know.
I'm calling my mom on
Okay.
Facebook to see if she'll answer. She's
hasn't-
not been feeling good.
She's under the weather.
So
Should you be calling to ask her a very important question
Well, she's feeling better.
about
So
corsages?
it's my mom. She better answer. It doesn't matter if moms are sick. You're supposed to answer the phone when your kid calls. I'm seeing if she may be sleeping.
Because
She
she's
may be
sick,
napping
Carrie.
because she's sick.
You shouldn't be calling your mom when she's
Mom. She's not going to answer.
sick. Interesting. I remember Mother's Day, but I just don't remember Easter.
Now my dad's calling me. I can't talk right now, Dad.
He's
Yeah.
probably calling to say your mom's sleeping.
Your mom's sleeping.
Stop
Whoops.
bothering her.
Yeah. So anyway, I feel like I might go
Do you think you're
to
going
the
to see
flower
some
shop.
hats at the service?
Yes, I do.
Will that be
I think I
from
will see
mainly
hats because here's why.
the older generation, or
Here's why I think
Why?
we're going to see hats, because we have interracial congregation, and the culture of the Black church is to wear hats, especially on Easter Sunday. I miss that so much. Did you ever have an Easter bonnet?
I don't think I got to wear an Easter bonnet even.
I had a hat. And it was a straw hat
Obviously-
with a blue ribbon,
Obviously,
and
my
it matched
heart
my dress.
was not where your heart was. You are a fashion person. My heart already was at the Easter basket and thinking about the eggs to be found, trying to beat out my two older brothers. You know,
I don't, did we even have, yes, we did. We did Easter egg hunts. We usually, so Easter at my church growing up, was always they did the Easter egg hunts and they did it was special. Easter Sunday was special. The thing I don't understand about our church, I'm sure there's reasons behind it, but they didn't invite me to those meetings, was that
they didn't think your opinion was
no,
what they needed to hear
no,
from
and it's
on
fine. It's fine. I don't need.
You're not hurt at
I
all.
don't need to speak into that.
Okay.
We don't have Sunday school on Easter Sunday. Isn't that weird?
We do not either.
What is that? What is that about? Are they just thinking that we want to spend more time in the worship service together, and then you go home and be with your families?
Maybe it's knowing all the moms out there that have been preparing and the working hands that bless this meal and the hands that have prepared it type thing, that there's a lot of moms that have been up at whatever hour putting the ham in to be ready for
Are y'all doing
Easter.
anything big family-wise for
Well,
Easter?
we're in a different situation this year. This is usually we have Easter at my parents' house, and I'll help with the food on that. But Mom was in the hospital in February.
That's
and,
right. Yeah.
So
That's hard.
think we're taking an Easter off with Mom and Dad.
Okay, good.
But I didn't step up soon enough to see, okay, is there another location we can do this, or
Yeah.
So it's kind of up in the air.
So, but will your children and everybody, will y'all do Easter like lunch together?
We're probably going to go with Brenna and Cal to their service, which is going to be in the McKinney High School auditorium because
nice.
their church is still in the building process.
Yeah.
And then I'm hoping that my job is to hold the grandbaby,
The babies.
the grandbaby, and then it may be a meal out this year. But usually we'll do a spiral ham, of course,
Yeah.
and deviled eggs, and
Those are good. That
which
sounds
seems
really
like
good.
it shouldn't happen on Easter. Should we have
Deviled
deviled eggs
eggs.
on Easter?
Deviled eggs.
We
I
always
mean-
do.
Well, okay, here's why you can.
Why? Because we defeated him. Because the grave is open. The tomb
Yeah. Well,
is open.
okay, what do eggs for Easter represent though? Like where does that's pagan, right?
I don't know.
I think it was
Kelly.
I need to take my bracelets off. I need to remember to do that, like turning my phone off. Why do we have eggs at Easter?
Because Peter Cottontail brings them.
Easter eggs symbolize new life, rebirth, and the resurrection of Jesus Christ.
Well, we have a video about that, Carrie Varnell.
Do we?
Don't we? Merry Easter?
But I'm wondering where it came from. Like,
that
did we just
whole-
adopt it? Because we're excellent. Christians, the church,
Right,
is awesome at
about
taking
taking
something pagan
You should not be worshiping.
and doing a spin on it and saying, well, now it's Christian. You take that. Symbol of resurrection. Early Christians viewed, I don't know this, the egg as a symbol of the resurrection, with the shell representing the sealed tomb and the act of cracking it signifying Jesus emerging from the tomb.
Well,
Is that right?
Again, don't
I
you
have
remember
never
our video?
heard of that. Let's see what Pioneer Woman says.
Watch
She's always good for
ask
a
God
fact.
questions.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Ask God questions.
I like God questions. Which, tell us what God questions is while I look
If
this up.
you have a question about, theology or something that appears in the Bible and you don't understand it and you need an answer about it, you go to Got Questions and you can type it in and they will tell you.
All I put in the search on God questions was Easter eggs.
Wow, a lot of people
And
asking.
here it is. It's commonly thought that the word Easter comes from a pagan figure called Easter,
well.
Eastre or Eostre, who was celebrated as the goddess of spring by the Saxons of Northern Europe. The only problem with this theory is that it has no basis in history. The existence of a goddess named Easter or a spring festival in her honor is based on pure conjecture, Melinda. The same is true of the origin of the Easter bunny and the Easter eggs. No one knows for sure where these things became part of Easter observances. The most we can say is that the word Easter is probably related to the word East, or how do you say it in German? Ost. O-S-T in German. And the Saxons had a month they called, I'm not even going to, Oystermonath. Sure, why not? Let me see
Where do the eggs come in?
Eggs.
And do you notice Greg always tells me I say, oh, let me work on this. I say eggs wrong.
Eggs. You
I
say
say eggs.
AIGS is how you.
Yes.
So I love talking about eggs because I know you're going to say eggs.
Eggs. I don't know where I got that. My parents are from Oklahoma. Maybe it's an Oklahoma thing.
Yeah, who knows? The legend of the Easter Bunny bringing eggs appears to have been brought to the United States by settlers from Germany. Their tradition of the Easter Bunny migrated to America in the 1700s. Yeah.
So you don't see any kind of religious
not on
tie
Got
in
Questions.
on
it
eggs.
doesn't.
Interesting.
Yeah. So Easter eggs.
We are not sure.
I just don't. I don't see. Traditionally dyed to represent Christ's blood, they signify the joy of Easter, the end of Lenten fast, and the hope of everlasting life. Where are you getting your information, madam or sir?
Have you ever stepped on an Easter egg that you didn't find? It shouldn't. I don't think it should symbolize everlasting life. It's kind of gross when you
Yeah, I have
find
no
that.
idea. I don't know. If you know and you're screaming at this podcast because you know, please let us know. And we have, hey, Melinda,
Wait, what?
did you know that we have comment sections on our podcast where you can leave us a comment?
Do you mean I could have been messing with that all this time?
You sure could have. Trolling me. And,
Hey, Carrie.
yeah, you stink.
And you like
What? Melinda, somebody said I stink.
you could
It's
just
me.
say-
It's me. I said that.
Melinda, just text me. You don't have to go to the podcast.
Don't make it public. Don't air our dirty laundry on our podcast comment section.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
I don't know.
okay, so I loved the whole Easter egg thing, obviously, growing up. That
Yeah.
was the smell. It's just, who doesn't
Of
want,
dyeing the eggs?
well, who doesn't smell vinegar and it
That's
bring
true.
back, it
Yes,
bring back that
dyeing
memory of
Easter
grandma's
eggs.
kitchen.
Yep.
Standing around.
100%.
So I love that. And then I had 4 children.
Did y'all do that all growing up?
We did. We dyed the Easter eggs.
What, do y'all
and
eat the Easter eggs afterwards?
We did. Yeah, we would do that. We would hunt them. We have wonderful pictures of them all in their beautiful outfits hunting the Easter eggs. But then it's so funny. You go back through our photo album and you see all of the little cups and the kids all
Yes.
standing around.
Yeah.
And then on my face in every single picture, I look exhausted.
Yes.
I look a little frustrated, possibly frantic, like concerned about the condition of the furniture.
When would you dye them? The day before Easter or the week of? Or
Probably the week of, probably the Saturday before. We made sure, and Greg would go out. And then Greg's family tradition, they always did the plastic eggs. We grew up doing the real deal eggs, but they had this, their parents would fill hundreds of those plastic eggs until the kids were in college. This was happening.
That's so funny.
And have a big, they would hide it. And then I remember the first time I observed their Easter hunt when Greg and I were dating, and I was fearful for their safety. I was the athleticism, the speed, the brutalness with which they hit each other to get to the egg.
Is the Hunger Games Easter egg hunt edition?
It was. I was like, I started seeing our future children potentially, in trouble and physically in harm's way during their fight. I was so concerned about the direction that this was going to go for the future. Anyway. So
have you seen the videos? You and I have been sending each other videos back and forth of now that our children are grown adults. What do Easter egg hunts look like?
Yes.
Somebody bought all of the kids and their family, all the cousins, those big like dinosaur costumes. And there were like a unicorn and a dinosaur, all different kinds of animals.
And they did the Easter egg hunt?
Apparently they had a barn or something with barn doors. And so they let them all out, and they all, like, at least a dozen of them come running out of that barn and looking for
that
eggs.
is
There was
so
another
funny.
one where the dads were the Easter eggs. The stuff that was in the Easter egg
right.
was on the
I
dad.
thought that was brilliant. Let's explain that a little bit more. The treats were sewn or
Attached,
Velcro
yes,
to the dads.
to the dads.
And the dads would run around with the little kids chasing after them. I thought it was brilliant.
Yes.
And you could hear the moms laughing in the background.
Chuckling in the background.
What a wonderful
That's so
idea.
creative of how to do that. I'm sitting here thinking about the episode of the Gilmore Girls where it was Kirk's job to hide the Easter eggs and he didn't make a map.
So they had no
So the whole town smelled like rotten egg. And so they had to make everybody go and look for the Easter egg. So they had another Easter egg hunt, but it wasn't as much fun that time because it stunk. 'Cause the whole town stunk.
I just thought of another reason why my face probably had that exhausted, tired look. I was probably in the midst of sewing Brenna's Easter dress
Yes.
at the time.
Yes,
And
I was
so
gonna say you were
I
also
was
probably
up late.
Yeah.
Doing that.
Yeah.
So anyway,
How funny.
good,
How funny. How funny.
good memories.
I did. Did you get your kids Easter stuff this year?
I ordered one thing for each of my kids.
Oh, that's nice.
for Easter.
Oh, that's a good. I did
So-
send a box yesterday to my California kids, and it's very different when you send your kids an Easter basket and they're in their late 20s and their likes. And
It's hard.
There may or may not have been an old-fashioned kit, like to make the cocktail, an old-fashioned cocktail, and because that's what Graham's love. That's him and Randy's thing they do together is they make old fashions together. And then Anna loves gummy bears, so that was easy. That was a no-brainer. And they also got the mail that had been sent to my house.
Oh,
So
you
all of
sent that.
all of the mail, because they had to, before they had their address in California, their forwarding address was to my house. So they got all of their mail.
Well, I did feel so I was talking about Easter baskets the other day, and Brenna was around, and I said, "Well, I'm trying to. It's hard to come up with Easter baskets
Yeah.
for your adult
Yeah.
children." And Brenna goes, "You're trying to get us Easter baskets?" I was she goes, "Mom, I give you permission to stop worrying about
cease and
Easter-
desist. Yes.
Easter baskets."
Yeah,
I
that's
was
so
like,
funny.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. Because I'm not a planner at all. I mean, I have to take Carrie with me for,
Sometimes.
sometimes.
Hey,
What?
I reject that.
Oh, okay.
You are a planner.
Am I?
You are a planner because
Am
you are here's the differences in the way we're planning. We had this conversation at lunch about there's more languages than just your love language.
Right.
But our planning style is different in that you plan way far in advance. I do plan, but it's like the day before. Like I'm getting better because there are times when you and I are doing something together and you have to have plenty of time to prep if your artwork is involved.
If artwork, yeah, there's certain things where I'm like,
And
okay.
so you think backwards.
Especially,
You count
if I'm
backwards.
getting paid for something, I'm like,
Yes.
I need to be prepared.
Yes.
I need to be prepared.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
there's certain things that are,
Yeah.
I dread more. Probably if it's on the lines of shopping. I bet I'm a better planner than I think if it doesn't involve a lot of shopping.
Yeah.
Because I don't like to shop.
I know you don't. I
Yeah.
love it.
I know.
I love shopping.
We,
I love
we,
it.
That's what I say. My daughter was born to the wrong
And as was mine.
mama.
We should switch daughters. We've always thought that. But
Well,
it's good. Here's what I believe. I believe God put me in your life, and believe God put you in my life because we each had our daughters, who our daughters were. It's like, okay, tell me what she's thinking when she says this.
No,
And you're
that's
like,
true.
okay, here's what's going on there.
here's
Would
the
you
answer
take
to
my
that.
daughter shopping? She needs a
Well,
mom figure to
here's
go shopping.
Hoping all of your Easter plans and
Hunt.
dyes in that project that you picked off of Instagram
And
that
that
looked so beautiful
so
that you thought were
cute.
that's gonna turn out a certain way. I hope it does.
You know what?
even though they
Okay,
cheat.
I know we're trying to wrap this up, but I just had a weird thought.
What? Always. What? I want to hear it.
I was at Hobby Lobby
Yeah.
standing in a line, and right next to the registry is the full wall of, like, here's all your Easter party decor. Like, here's for your
right.
table. Here's all the things. There was a cookie cutter in the shape of a cross. Now, I imagine
No.
you're a New Testament Christian back in the Bible, and you get into a time machine and you time travel to the year 2026, and you see a cookie in the shape of the most brutal type of
Right.
execution ever.
Right.
And it's a cookie that you eat. Now, I'm sure you could go many ways with that, of like, because the Bible does say eat this book. Like, you consume
Right.
it, you eat it, like you ingest, you becomes a part, it nourishes you. I
You
just
think that was the wrong?
I think
that
it's
was the
weird.
Yeah.
Let me eat a bunny shaped cookie.
I have an unpopular opinion too.
Okay.
I always hear this is going to be pretty unpopular.
Yeah.
I'm a little afraid.
No.
Will you edit it out?
I will edit it out, or whatever it is. Let me tell you something right now. I agree with you.
No, you probably don't. You probably
Maybe.
don't. I don't know.
What is
I
it?
always had a weird feeling about crosses as decoration.
I as well. I don't.
And and I know, but I know a lot of people
Yeah.
that do, and it does. You walk in someone's home, and it very clearly says this is a home that loves the Lord.
That loves the Lord.
and that,
that
me and my household
was
we will
changed
right,
by the cross. Yeah.
right. And so I don't know, and so let me preface. That's just me. So
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
maybe from my heart
Yeah.
it says something
Yeah.
that, and maybe it's because I'm an artist and I see kind of artwork as a potential of income for me,
Yeah,
and things
yeah,
like that. I
yeah.
don't know what it is,
Isn't that interesting?
but it
Yeah.
I just always felt funny as the cross as decor.
Well, and I remember somebody brought up once, if you went over to somebody's house and there were a bunch of electric chairs on the wall, like, to be fair, like, there's something we're saying. Don't hear what we're not saying. It is absolutely the story of Joseph, where in the Old Testament, where his brothers are like, please forgive us. Are you still going to hold us over our head? Are you going to? And Joseph's one of my favorite verses. What you intended for evil, what man intends for evil, God turns it for good.
right.
And that's the cross.
Well, and
it's
again,
a symbol of our salvation.
maybe there's
yeah.
something in
know.
maybe
Yeah,
it
that's
speaks,
interesting.
it's something with me.
I bet you're
personally.
not alone. I bet you're
Yeah,
not alone.
personally.
And don't hear
So
us say that.
don't go take your don't
Don't go
worry.
take your crosses down.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
judge. I'm just from my from
Yeah.
my house right now.
Yeah.
Because I'm having this hang up. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
it's just a hang up. It's just something that I haven't
Yeah.
done.
I don't know.
So
I don't know what that is. Interesting.
again, just an opinion.
It's your own
my own
preference.
My own. That's
It
it.
doesn't make it right
I don't
or
have
wrong.
No,
It's
I don't
your
have an opinion
preference.
for you at all. Maybe that's right. It's just my preference. Anyway,
I don't like velour. That's my personal opinion. I don't like it.
well, don't wear it as a hat.
I don't like how it feels. I don't like
Hope
it.
it's not in your Easter corsage.
I don't like corduroy either.
You're weird.
I
That's
am
just weird.
It is weird.
Hey,
Yeah.
I have a potential segment.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Chunk It or Choose It.
Chunk it or choose it. Okay.
Okay, so
Sounds like-
here's the setup.
Sounds like a Netflix series that you should have.
Well, here's the setup. I was walking into my kitchen, obviously going to retrieve something that I thought I had left there.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, by the time I got to my kitchen, I'd forgotten that I was going to retrieve something that I left there.
Okay.
And then I probably wandered over to the sink thinking I might do some dishes, but then the junk drawer was half pulled open.
Oh.
So I went to close the junk drawer, but it has child locks on it now. And
oh,
it
yeah,
didn't
'cause you've
close
got
quite as
grandchildren.
easily. And
Yeah.
I think, well, I thought at first there's something in the junk drawer that's keeping it from closing. Not immediately thinking
Right.
it was the child lock that was keeping
Sure.
it from closing.
Yeah.
Which made me peek inside, which made me see something I thought was intriguing. And I wondered what it was. And I pulled it out. And do you know what it was? It was an already opened. I have a picture. I will share it with you. You can. It was an already opened summer squash seed packet that obviously we had planted from the previous year or years before. That was sticking out of
Do
my junk
seed
drawer.
packets have expiration dates on them?
I don't know.
Okay.
So this is for you.
Okay.
Is this a chunk it or choose it in your junk drawer?
And you don't know how long it's been there.
I do not know.
Chunk it.
Chunk it.
Yeah.
See, these things are hard for me.
Wow.
So I
Yeah,
wound up spending going into the kitchen for probably a Diet Coke. How I forgot I went in there for a Diet Coke, I don't know. But I
will not
decided
know.
then to pursue potentially cleaning out this junk drawer, which is hard for me. But the first thing I started with
Ooh, yeah.
was the obvious trash.
It is hard
we
for
had
you.
some rubber bands in there that had been in there so long they
Yeah.
had lost their elastic ability.
Can that happen?
Yes.
Without you
It
even
got-
using
it's-
them?
It's got dry. They got dry. It kind of
They
dried
dry out?
So that was an easy one. That was
Okay.
a chunk it.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
See,
next one.
I think that once you get rid of the no-brainers,
Yeah.
I think
And it
maybe
did.
that triggers your brain into that
The
mode.
no-brainers
and
were
you're
pretty
able-
easy. But
okay.
here's some tougher ones.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. This was a half tin of Altoids.
Okay.
They're not cheap. Altoids not
No.
necessarily
Yeah.
cheap.
Yeah.
Again, no expiration date that you can see. Not sure how long they've been in there.
Okay.
I went ahead. I was brave enough. I popped one in.
Yeah.
Tasted like an Altoid.
Okay. So it didn't taste like.
No. Is that a chunk it or choose it? And if I choose it, do Altoids really belong in a junk drawer?
Yeah. Why would you keep them in the junk drawer?
So that seemed obvious.
Yeah,
It should
they go in your
should,
purse.
They should be removed
Or-
from the junk drawer.
You know where they're good at? They're good at like when you like on your vanity where you get ready in the morning,
Yeah.
or
okay.
in your car, or in your purse.
See, but this creates a whole other difficulty because if you choose it, then you're talking about choosing it, setting it aside,
Okay.
and putting it away. You know?
Okay, let's
So-
just get
so-
through the rest of them
okay,
because
here
I
we
have
go.
a big point
Here-
at the end of this that
okay.
just occurred to me that I think is going to be a good life
All
lesson.
right.
Go ahead.
Here's the other one.
Mm-hmm.
There were probably about 20 plastic bugs in our junk drawer. Obviously, from a Halloween project,
Mm-hmm.
maybe to hang in some of that that web that you put up or whatever.
Yeah.
20. There's a centipede. There were spiders. All different kinds of black plastic bugs.
Yeah.
Is that a choose it or chunk it?
That
Halloween comes.
that is an absolute chunk it.
Just get it out of there.
I
you
say
can buy
it
plastic.
depends. Yep, it depends on your commitment to your wherever you are with how eco-friendly you think things should be. But for me, I would dump them in my trash, send them off to the trash heap. Or if you are more eco-friendly, throw them in a baggie and stick them in your donation pile.
Use more plastic.
Don't- yes.
to encompass the plastic.
That's so true. Okay, get a brown paper bag.
Let me. I want to point out.
You're absolutely
the
right.
hypocritical
Use another
statement.
piece of plastic to throw them in your donation pile. However, because I'm not a
Okay.
a fanatic.
All right. I got it. Okay. Moving on.
Yeah.
Christmas tree ornament hangers. The little wire hangers
Oh,
that
man.
you never know where you
Gosh.
don't put them up the same way.
Yeah.
You're going to have to buy more next year. Do
Yeah.
you make the effort to try to get the whole pile together? Because they're kind of loose. They're in there
man.
loose. Look, I've got a picture. I've
Okay,
got evidence.
show it right here.
I've
Show it
got
right here.
evidence. So they're in there and they're tangled in.
Oh, chunk.
Tangled
100%
in with
chunk
a bunch
it.
of-
Bye.
Okay.
In the
those are going.
trash.
Those are going.
Yeah.
Not enough to make the effort.
No. Bye-bye.
All right. Next one.
Yeah.
The little baggies of replacement Christmas bulbs for the light strands.
You've got a lot of junk in your junk drawer.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this is decisions. This is hard.
I say keep.
Keep.
If they're,
And-
do
and
you know for a
they-
fact that they work?
I'm sure they work
Okay.
because the baggie is still closed.
Oh wait, these are the little when
They-
you get the string of
Yes.
lights and you rip off that little bag with the extras
Right,
in there.
exactly.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes.
Do you regularly replace those. That has never worked for me.
And I would
Replacing
say,
a burned out
here's
bulb.
the thing that's frustrating, I would say, is that every time I find one of those packets to potentially replace, it winds up not being the right bulb.
Yeah.
But I've gotten better at buying only the light strands from Home Depot so that they would hopefully always match. So there is the chance that this packet might not be the right packet.
You're going to get the same. Okay.
You're gonna get
the thing
more.
is do you buy lights every year? Do you buy new lights every year?
We probably have to buy a new one or two new strands
Same.
every year.
Same.
So you're saying, I'm hearing what you're
chuck 'em.
saying. I hear what you're
Chunk
saying.
'em.
You're saying use the ones in the new boxes
Yes.
to take care of the old ones.
Yes.
And the following year you can use
Yes.
the ones that got chunk
Yes.
it. Okay, that's an easy chunk it.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye.
Electrical tape.
Oh,
A black roll of
choose
electrical
it.
tape.
Choose it.
That
yeah.
stays in the junk
no,
drawer.
put that in your toolbox.
A toothbrush out of its, and look, I have evidence. Look right here. There you go. I'm not lying about
you
this.
made me snort.
A toothbrush.
buddy.
It's out of
Oh,
look.
my
It's out of
friend.
its holder, but it looks like it was a new one that we probably were going to put in a stocking potentially.
Yeah.
And for some reason, it didn't make it in.
Chunk.
That's a chunk.
Chunk it.
All right. Here's a good one. The picture hanger screws. And look, there's right here, picture hanger screws, and the drywall. They're hiding. It's hard to see them, but they're hiding under there. Do you see the screws? Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. Okay. Those are the kind that go in like drywall. If you're gonna have to hang.
Sure. Sure.
Is that a chunk it or choose it?
I think that is. Oh my goodness. I don't think it's a junk drawer. Choose it. I think it's a toolbox in the wherever you keep your tools.
I want to remind people this is called a junk drawer. It's not an organized drawer.
Okay.
It's where you go like.
Are
to
we
find,
at the end of the list?
No, I got one. I got more.
Okay.
I got a few more.
Okay, because
it's called.
I have some points.
It's not a well organized take care of your house
No.
drawer.
Okay.
It's
Do
like,
the last one. I have your
Okay,
solution. I have your
here's the
solution.
last one.
Okay.
A refrigerator light bulb
Oh.
for if your refrigerator light
Choose.
goes out.
Choose.
That's a choose.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Here's my assessment.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can hear me typing. Here's my assessment.
What's your answer?
I think you need rules. You need some rules and boundaries of what constitutes junk for said junk drawer. You know what, Melinda?
Wait, don't act like this is my junk drawer.
I would love for you to see my junk drawer. I have rules about my junk drawer.
Well, then it's not a junk drawer. If there's got a
This
lot
is what
of
I'm
rules.
about to say. We need to change the verbiage. We need something positive. We need to say it's a utility drawer, or it is when I moved into this house and I had no junk drawer, and I was like, I'm not having a junk drawer. And I was so proud of it. I was like, I threw down a gauntlet and posted it on social media, and all the comments were like, let us know
how that goes
when your junk drawer is full of batteries and all that. And I was like, I'm not doing it. I did it. But it's all like, I am. Here's my point.
Okay.
Here's my point.
We're getting really passionate about this junk drawer.
I hate clutter. And the
Yes.
reason why I hate clutter is because
Thus, you have a junk drawer.
we moved
right, growing
21
up.
times
Yeah.
to 21 different houses. You'd think I was a military brat, but I'm a preacher's kid. There's a lot of overlap between military brats and preacher's kids. Missionary kids, same thing. No, because they live in different countries. That's a different thing. But we didn't keep clutter. My mother is still trying to pawn off all her stuff on me. And so I'll take it. But if I don't take it, or my
Okay.
sister takes it, we get rid of it.
Question.
Yes.
Hand in the air.
Yes. I see that hand.
So, what do you feel a junk drawer
drawer.
is for?
Your junk drawer is for all of the things that go in your kitchen that you don't, if you don't have like a utility room or a space for like the, because you are going to have odds and ends. It's just, you're going to have odds and ends. So I've got in there, I've got batteries, I've got packing tape, I've got scotch tape, I've got, oh, you know what I have? I have those furniture felt things that go on the bottom of your furniture legs so that they don't scratch your floor up, or so you can move them around easily. I have those in there. I have a boo-boo bunny. I have
Oh, pardon me, a what?
a boo-boo bunny. Did you have a boo-boo bunny
No,
when your
what is
kids
a
were little?
boo-boo?
I think I may have retired it because my kids are.
Is that a
it was-
replacement for the Easter bunny?
I was
We got a
keeping it
boo-boo
in
bunny?
there. I was keeping it in there as nostalgia, but I think I was like, it's time for
Is
boo-boo
it?
bunny.
Is that they? Do they hold the bunny?
No,
while you,
well, it's a little. It's so it can, I got it when Rachel was born. It comes with one of those freezable ice cubes,
Oh.
and it's a bunny that where you it holds it's a bunny ears and a head with a loop around it so that the ice cube, reusable ice cube, fits inside it. So if you bump your elbow or you fall down and you hurt
See,
your
I
knee,
would say that could
put the boo boo bunny on your.
that could go by now. Here is my idea of what a junk drawer is for. It's all those things that you get that don't have a location, but you feel like you're going to need in the future. For example, I put up my netting, my mosquito netting around my door, and it came with the tacks to hold that mosquito netting in.
Yeah.
And it came with extras in case they get pulled out. That goes in the junk drawer. I mean, if you have something like that and you know you kept it, I think that's what the junk drawer is for, is that you know the first place to go look then probably if it's needed. What winds up happening is that everything that's on a counter that nobody knows where it should go, or they don't want to make the effort to walk it to where it goes, gets scraped into the junk drawer when there's somebody coming over and stuff or something like that. And that's how the junk drawer gets. But I found, let me tell you what I found in there also. This tells you how long it's been since we've decided to clean the junk drawer.
Yeah.
I found some of Brenna's high school note cards that she was doing on a project were at the bottom of the junk drawer. And I thought, wow, it's been about 10 years since we've been through this junk drawer.
Yeah.
Anyway, what I want to know what people think. What would they keep? What might we find in the junk drawer in your home?
That's a really good question.
Do we need to create a chunk it or choose it section for you?
That's a really good question.
Clean out your junk drawer.
Yeah, I think you need to ask yourself questions of like, how useful is this in my life? Like, I love the rule that I use this of, did I wear it within the last year?
Right.
And if you didn't, it's time for that thing to go.
And here's the thing that's hard for me is that I see something and say, absolutely, that could be useful. I have no idea when it could be useful. And I think there are some things that you can say, you know what? If in 5 years I need that, I will go out and purchase what I need.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's tough. It's tough.
That's me in packing. I've had to come to terms with the fact that I am an overpacker, and I have packing paralysis when it comes to because my fear.
When we travel together, there is a fairly large discrepancy on the amount I bring
and the amount I bring. I am terrified. I'm going to get there, and I'm not going to have that thing that I desperately needed.
Comfort thing,
or it is a comfort
ease,
thing.
or
Yeah.
ease,
Or because I do feel when I don't have on an outfit that I'm just like, I look amazing in this. If I don't feel that, I'm off. My game is off.
So what I hear you saying is maybe my junk drawer is for comfort.
Yeah.
Although I'm going to say this is not my junk drawer. This is
the
I don't know.
Witten
It's the Witten junk drawer and And this picture that I have is after I removed all of the obvious tools that should go to the garage.
Yeah.
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 Anyway.
Oh, well. You know what? You let us know.
If y'all
Yeah.
have fun with the Chunk It or Choose It game, come over and check out my bathroom junk
You
drawer.
can play live.
I have a bathroom junk drawer. I probably have a studio junk drawer.
I found a loaf of bread in your bathroom sink one time. Remember that?
A garage junk drawer.
When I found a loaf of
Did
bread
you?
in your
Yes.
bathroom sink.
You cannot leave it with that. What was the answer to that? You tell people. You don't imply that I keep
I think
loaf
you
of
just
breads.
walk around with a loaf
No.
of bread, crazy
What-
lady.
What rule was
You
it?
were trying to.
There was a rule. There was a hack that I
You were
had.
trying to do this thing where you pick up things where if they're not in the place where they belong, you pick them up and you take them on your way to the place. I still don't understand why you had a loaf of bread and you were going that way to your bathroom, though. Here's what I believe happened. I think you'd hurt your back or had something where was it me or was it you that hurt their back? I don't remember. I just found a loaf of bread in your sink one time and I was like, do you remember how you got from this point to that point
I think
with
we
this
were
loaf of bread?
actually, weren't we going to film something in my bathroom? Is that why we were?
No.
I thought we were.
Maybe?
I thought.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just remember going
What's
to
it
your
say?
bathroom and not being surprised.
Oh, that's surprise. I feel like
I
my
walked
house
in-
growing up with 4 kids was a lot more put
Oh,
together.
100%.
Yeah, I had to keep on top of stuff.
100%. I have 2, and it was enough to, yeah.
Yeah.
So, the junk drawer is that an American thing? I don't know. It's a mystery, the junk drawer.
Yeah.
There should be, like, a whole book series like Narnia, except it's your junk drawer. Things go missing. Like you put it in your junk
Yes.
drawer and it's like the lake house. You remember
Honest-
that movie, The Lake House, where
Yeah.
they put things in the mailbox?
Yes, yes.
And the person, like, you
A
should
very
do a
odd
junk
movie.
drawer.
Yeah.
Or like in Harry Potter, when Malfoy would go and put the thing in the closet upstairs in the room of requirement, and then
That's
it would
what I've
wind
got.
up in the
That's
other.
what I've got.
That's
I've
what
got
it is.
I've got a room of requirement junk drawer.
I have a whole room of requirement
Right.
storage.
Hey, yeah.
It's your
Look,
storage.
look.
Hey,
My
at least
room of
you've gotten
requirement-
it down.
No. Listen,
Yeah.
you're giving me a hard time. My room of requirement is 18 inches
Yes,
by
that's
2
what I'm
feet.
saying.
Your room of requirement is 12 by 14.
High-fiving you on that, madam. Good job. Hey, Melinda,
who's
good job.
Who's feeling overly defensive about their junk drawer?
After all that, you're doing great, buddy.
That's okay.
This is a
The-
really good, I think that's more of
We're
an
making-
accomplishment.
We're making progress.
Then,
I threw away the Altoids.
You did throw them away?
I did. I kept the tin.
Why not? You never know. You just never
Great.
know.
It's great for painting on the road.
Did you go put it in your studio?
You were like, yay, Melinda.
so good.
Oh, so close.
All right, baby steps. Baby steps. We'll get there.
Questions for Carrie.
Yeah.
How many trips on either side of the bed does it take for you to make your bed? So,
Yeah.
imagine king size bed. Mm-hmm. Only one person making it in the morning. Mm-hmm. Don't ask me why there's not 2 people. That's a whole nother segment that we'll talk about. Mm-hmm. Why Greg's not participating. How many, if you're making your king size bed and you start on one side, your side of the bed, how many trips to each side of the bed do you have to make to completely make up your king size bed? This is like
It's
how
so
many licks
depending.
to the center
The
of a Tootsie Pop?
Well, it really depends. Like,
Both sides are messed up. Both sides are messed up. You told me.
I don't know. 3. Like,
I don't know.
Now
Listen.
see, you said something at lunch, like you kept checking your check after as we were about to leave, and you kept looking in the little folder thing where
make
that's
sure I paid
paid it. You got your card. You were looking at it like 3 times. I was
Right.
like, you're good. You're good.
Yeah.
That's me about my bed. I need it to, if it's not straight, I am not OCD at all. But for that, I don't know why. I just need it to be straight. So I will, I don't know.
I don't know
Sometimes.
that so much anger builds up in me if
Yeah.
I cannot get my bed figured out in 3 trips. Start on one side,
Oh, yeah.
get it even. You go to the other side and do it, but of course you kind of pull and tweak the side that you've just made.
Yeah.
And then you have to go back to the first side and straighten it up. But I tell you what, I can feel the tension rise if this bed making process is taking me longer than.
Do you
I don't
make
know why.
it as soon as you get up? Or
Yes.
does Greg get up before
Yes.
you?
Greg usually is up before me because the dogs get him up like at
Okay.
at 5 o'clock, and he'll go let them out, and
oh,
then
that sounds terrible.
he'll fall back asleep on the couch.
Okay. So here's a hack.
Okay.
So you're laying in bed. Go ahead as you're just laying there and start straightening
When I feel
the
him
other
get-
side.
yeah.
Once he gets up and you wake up and you're just coming out of sleep and you're like, Melinda, get up, and you're trying to get up and start your day. Go ahead and start shifting the covers of however. Get that bottom sheet. Do you use a bottom sheet?
Yeah.
These
Oh.
crazy kids these days aren't
What?
using top sheets. I know.
They're not using top
It's
sheets?
crazy. Like, what animals?
That's
What
like
are we?
wearing jeans without your underwear.
I know. What? Thank you. So get that bottom sheet and pull that tight. Make sure you got enough space. I promise you, it will save you trips around the bed.
I don't know why that irritates
And
me.
when-
I don't want to spend that much time making my bed. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want Randy to help me because he won't do it right.
I know the pillows won't be put in the right
I don't
order.
want him to do it because he'll do it wrong.
I do feel like as we've gotten older, we have way too many pillows in the bed because we have to have one between our knees, you know, and you have to have
I have
one
to have the
hold
support in
and
my
whatever.
back. So I have a pillow fort because you've
Right.
got this, and it has to be the right pillow at the right angle.
And then,
Then they have to have the support one behind that.
and then if I stack all the pillows that we use up, like I'm throwing my pillow, shammed pillow has to go up on like the
Yeah.
5th, you know, and if
Yeah.
you don't get it sitting right,
Yes.
it'll start toppling
Yeah.
back down.
Yes.
But anyway, I'm getting a little angry. Can you feel the tension? It should not take me that long to make a bed.
Remember when you could sleep in a fold-out chair? Like, remember those days where you could just sit down and just be like,
And then
and get a full night's sleep?
here's the other thing. I know we got to go, but here's the other thing. If I don't get to it fast enough, Sula, my dog, will jump up on the bed part that I've made already and mess it all up. I'm like, no, no. Anyway,
Oh my goodness.
how long should it take to make a king size bed? If you're
I don't know.
Almost
I think,
60.
I think there's probably
that's a question.
solutions that you
Y'all
can
let us know.
look into. I
Did
got.
we even greet each other before we
I
sat
don't
down?
know. I don't
think
know.
we did.
Well, because it's just we're already talking.
Okay.
I did get confirmation from my mother. We did wear corsages. My memory
just-
was right.
Yeah.
We wore
Mine's
corsages.
non-existent.
We wore. She said you had hats and you had gloves, and so I do remember the little white gloves with the little lace collar on them. And then my mother would
remember.
make our dresses, and she would make mine and my sisters, and be up all night
Yes,
for
I know.
Easter. But she would have the same fabric but different styles
And
for
do you
mine and my
remember-
sisters.
Here's what I do remember growing up. Do you remember a lot of times the daughters would match the mothers?
Yes.
So you would
Yes.
do-
You had that
Yeah,
once,
I
right?
think
You and
yeah.
Brenna matched one time. That's in a little bit more nowadays. A lot of moms and daughters will match their dresses. But yeah, I had a corsage for
Okay.
Easter.
I don't know. Maybe I did, but I
Yeah.
can't remember. You know, you're going to be having to walk me around in our old age,
Yeah.
telling
ready.
me, you know what might be
ready.
good?
What?
I might forget that I love Diet Coke.
Why would that be good?
Well, I don't know. Everybody seems to think it's going to make me live longer.
Not anymore.
Everybody
no,
is
they've-
sending me.
Why?
know.
Yeah. No, you're fine.
Okay.
They're finally realizing.
Then-
researchers are. I don't know.
Then
where
are you
that's what
be the
researchers-
one that gets me the Sonic Ice and the Diet Coke and let me have a sip? Thanks, Carrie.
Yeah.
Thanks, Carrie.
I got you. Boo boo. I got you, boo boo.
Because I'm 5 years older than you, so you will be
know.
taking
will be.
wheeling me around.
I will be the one driving. Good luck to you, friend.
Anyway,
Yeah. I like I love Easter. It's hard because it's one of those holidays for me, and you have memories of this as well, where we're the ones that are creating the moments for.
Right.
I mean, if you're a mother, you get where we're at. But I'm also, so we do have
Worship and arts.
we have a Good Friday service, and I would love if you're in the DFW area and you just need some time of reflection. It makes Easter Sunday so much sweeter. So much sweeter when you observe Good Friday. It just makes such a huge difference. Our Good Friday service, if you do come and you're brand new to Christianity or you don't know Jesus and you come, it's dark, it's contemplative, it's reflective, it's meditative, it's by design because we need to be reminded of our sin and exactly what Jesus died for. And so, you appreciate more what you have when you know what you've lost. I was watching a video today of a man in an Uber, and he asked permission of his Uber driver, "Can I record you what you just said to me?" And he said, "Yeah." And he's from Cuba, really thick Cuban accent. And he said, "Tell the people what you just told me." And he said, "The thing I find really interesting about Americans is they say, I don't like this apple. This is not the kind of apple I wanted. We don't have apples." He said, "I don't like this milk.
Oh,
I don't like cows. I don't like this milk. We don't have milk." But he loved it because it meant we had choice. It meant we
Right.
had, but at the same time, it's like you take things for granted so
Right.
much. So Good
Being
Friday is
underway.
that opportunity
Right.
to realize
Appreciate,
what
absolutely.
we didn't have and what our fate was before Jesus said, "It is finished." So that's this Friday. I should have said this before I said that. Today is my sister's birthday, and I needed to say happy birthday, Pam. I'm
Happy
so sorry.
birthday,
Maybe
Pam.
I can edit that out and move it before,
and
but
flip.
probably not. But anyway, yeah. So my sister is at church as we speak, up to her eyeballs in Easter and Good Friday prep. So yeah, she's working hard. But happy birthday, Pam. This is one of my very, very favorite scriptures when it comes to what this weekend is all about, what Easter weekend is all about. And the thing that as I'm reading through the Bible this year, and I've got 5 days left, Melinda, in my 90-day Bible read. Kelly Matthews, how's it going? You're in the home stretch, friend. You can.
Is Kelly doing
She's
it
doing
too?
90 days too. Yeah. So we're both in the home stretch, although she may be ahead of me anyway. Every year I read through the Bible, I pull out a different theme. The Lord just lets me, and it runs through the whole Bible, and I see it through that lens. And this year, the lens is the long suffering of God. How long He warns us, how long He tells
Right.
us, how long it takes for us to. It was 100 years that the prophets kept telling the people, "You're going to be taken into exile. Like you're going to."
Not only that, I think of the mourning he felt of
Yeah.
seeing people
Yes.
turn from him
Yes.
repeatedly and run from him, and
Yep.
he chases out.
Yep.
So
Yeah. So this past Sunday morning, we're going through Acts in our college group at the Heights, and I taught on Acts 7, which is the Stephen, who was the first recorded martyr for the faith, and the speech that he gave, and it was full of prophets that you killed from, telling the Sanhedrin, your fathers killed all these prophets. You're still doing it today. You're still killing the prophets. And it's like teaching that, it just came back up again. God gives us so much time and tells us, one of my favorite quotes from you. Are you ready? You don't know what it is.
It's always
that God does not make it hard for us to know how to obey Him.
Right.
It's so clear. There's no confusion. There's no
Right.
It's so clear of what God wants from us. So this is from Isaiah 53, and this is the prophet Isaiah telling God's people of the coming of Jesus and all that his job is, all that his mission will be. And gosh, just the accuracy of these prophecies just blow my mind. But this is Isaiah 53, and this is verses 10 through 12, and it says, "Yet it was the will of the Lord to crush him," because he said right before that he was perfect. There was not an ounce
Right,
of
no
sin
sin.
in him. He was the perfect, spotless lamb. And verse 10 says, "Yet it was the will of the Lord to crush him. He has put him to grief. When his soul makes an offering for guilt, he shall see his offspring. He shall prolong his days. The will of the Lord shall prosper in his hand. Out of the anguish of his soul, he shall see and be satisfied. By his knowledge shall the righteous one, my servant, make many to be accounted righteous, and he shall bear their iniquities. Therefore I will divide him a portion with the many, and he shall divide the spoil with the strong, because he poured out his soul to death and was numbered with the transgressors. Yet he bore the sins of many and makes intercession for the transgressors." It's just, yeah. It's heavy. It's heavy and it's dark. But the thing about Stephen, the martyr Stephen, that always, as I was going through that lesson, it just always got me choked up. When Stephen was being stoned and he called out to the Lord, he didn't say, "Lord, deliver me." He didn't say, "Save me, Lord," just like Jesus on the cross didn't ask for deliverance. He said, "Forgive them." Forgive them,
Right.
because they have no idea what they're doing. And he also said, "Receive my spirit." And it's the only time in Scripture where Stephen says, "I see the Son of Man standing at the right hand of the throne
Wow.
of God,"
Yeah.
not sitting. Jesus was standing at the right hand of the throne of God. And we don't know exactly what that means. I just love to think that it means that Jesus is saying, "Come on home, Stephen. Well done. Well done." But as a witness and as a supporter of Stephen standing and filling in the gap. So anyway, we hope that as you are going through this week, again, if you don't know Jesus, like I said, Melinda, did you know that we have messaging on our podcast on all the different outlets? Send us a message. We want to pray for you. If you've got questions, we want to help you out with that too. If you want to know why we are so just crazy about Jesus, we're happy to tell you.
Yeah, we'd love to show you the joy in Jesus.
Yeah.
And the message.
It's the best message of all.
And it's the story of this time. Jesus loves you.
You can't mess that up.